used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. Get your drink on and your act to.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around, of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
She realizes she's about to criticize your work, or lack thereof.
Yes, it smells pretty bad.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from... Of course. Where to? What do you mean? We're in Martinez, sir. This intersection is called Roundabout North, I think. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages. The harbor gates? Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. It's there. In the yard, right through the hole in the fence. There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. No problem. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
I am a gander and a hunter.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
From another planet. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak. Or he just likes unusual words. Or both.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need? Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being.
Ask for his conclusion.
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out. Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. Us lorry drivers, camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off, so not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for the bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself. Don't be a stranger.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East. An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and
single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes. 2. Standard work boot, steel. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. You don't know. It's a miracle you can. 5. Another standard work boot, steel. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? 200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between 2 men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashon. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day...
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
A woman or a kid? Understood. Anything else? Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? Mm-hmm. What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying... Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance...
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up. The lieutenant's eyes narrow.
Either way. What else?
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa goofy, Kuno!
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Yeah, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
The rake! You should throw the rake!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. The fuck are you?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got.
Irregular speech patterns. Overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This warrants
Shitload, pig.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who...
the usual being. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses...
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revish. I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You wanna know where Kuno was?
Don't tell him that!
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Raid City. The City of Raid.
Lay!
That's the name of Kuno's City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about...
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment.
just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That's...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty...
Looks like you're a faggoty now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
Your test...
Get lost,
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, pig-o-naught. Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Yeah? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno does...
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
This trash container is locked. The sliding, there's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. What do you mean, feel? We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea. an inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because it's nice and orderly, well-laid pallets, rhythmic pattern, calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feel. Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. It's nothing. Someone.
Yes?
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. You seem to be holding your... A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More Too late. It's impossible to keep it until a pool of vomit lies under your...
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? You're testing.
Get lost!
Yeah, like a fucking volcano. Yeah.
You're lucky you didn't die there!
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you. What are you? Like 80, right?
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort of a Kuno-fied non-vomiter. Don't ask questions. Roll with it. It will work. I promise. That's right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strengths.
Kuno doesn't...
This Post Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals two... The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl. You're fooling nobody.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Place. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly, but we've been doing fine so far. They shouldn't be, but they seem real.
There must be an economic reason for this.
Of course, sir. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. Head, yes.
Not head, child. Heads.
Isn't that very dangerous? Unlike you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books. It's the type of book where or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich. Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end. These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and... Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because that's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty. I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum. I'm sure she can help out. Anything else you're curious about? Maybe some about other books? Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers. I think that's why people read them.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous. Why would they do that, sir? That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun. No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. It's nice of you to say I could stop, though. Yes, sir.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
She looks around anxiously. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you. She brings out her reddened hands. Her nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that. You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Because you usually aren't. I'm sorry, sir. I hope things get better soon.
There she stands, swaying on her feet. There's something you're missing. You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to why place a tourist attraction in the middle.
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martin. They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. That's odd. I could swear you were a police officer.
Life doesn't need to be as... I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my...
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every...
René, you're a man with a fork in the world.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit. It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23.
What the hell is your problem? You vandalized our game, son! We can't play petanque with 5 bull! Well, it damn well isn't. It's petanque. You ruined a petanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull. Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their...
Yes. Why did you come in? You never know. He might know something. This is a good vantage point.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire. Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up commies, communists, socialists, anarchists. Call them what you like. They just chose the name to... Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult.
It was probably a bit more
because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies. Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in O. This here is Blood Ground.
Blood Ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but... the damn right. The rest of the city got...
Well, it's your...
You don't even...
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
I'm sorry it had to be them. I would have preferred if... Instead, this is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have in Martinez. The union is the law. The cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a...
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
If I knew, I would not be afraid.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing. Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is vapor emanates from the large engine. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green but the soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is...
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking. The man uses
10-4, message received. 10-18, state your message, sir. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is very...
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to...
He what? He lost his badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this has probably happened to us.
Oh goddammit. Is he fucking kidding?
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this...
Mullen dicked us.
He's asking you...
Of course it's serious.
Satellite Officer Vikmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him.
Sergeant Orson wants to know...
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Okay.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over. 10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. 10-9, come in, officer. Over. Come in, officer. 10...
Just say you lost your gun. Anything else would only make the situation worse.
He says he...
Dear God, he lost his gun. This isn't true. Mac himself. Oh, I can't.
I'm not going to
Ask.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over. That's a negative.
What's he say?
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't... Tell him to apologize.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over. He says he's...
Okay. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the...
Satellite Officer Vic... 10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his fire...
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. Okay.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you...
10-4, sir, I'm not hearing your question. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over. Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
What? What?
He seems intoxicated and...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Understood, sir. Over. Ten four, I hear you.
What does he want?
He's asking...
Is if...
I don't think...
Don't give that asshole anything.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's impossible.
He isn't getting a...
Request denied, sir. Over. Anything else, sir? Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
A metallic drawer slides out from under.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long...
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The handles are long and sleek. Snaps. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavy, useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the stick. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is...
There's no use pressing the heat button.
Translation. We're not alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on.
Received.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little...
Officer, I have Sylvie Malak. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. People don't have the money to have the cape.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might...
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the court. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is...
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
I didn't want...
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
You do? Oh. What else can I do for you? Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar?
Why not?
What? No, why would you even think that? please, don't bring Gart in. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. You mean why?
Why not?
Let's just say I left because I needed to... You know who? Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now. Yes, I know who you are.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody, and so does your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore. Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit. The stuffed bird, the great skua, you threw it again. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. It was a pretty bird. There since I started working in whirling. I really like... Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever... I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2... Well, you were worse than all of them. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. And I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. And then screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being and why does anyone even let you work as a police... And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs. And I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill your... Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a...
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. Wait, really? No. I was actually flattered.
There's a pause. You can almost see her.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something. All sorts of things. Some disco, rock. Which one would that? Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in San...
Interesting. You still have to find it, however. You hear a sigh of relief on the other...
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set of... Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know you... Yes. Guess what's yours? No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? What? Jealous of the sorry? They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, Liquid Shadow cop. But you're too sorry. Yes, yes, impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up? No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we...
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh?
The words, Daredevil Driver.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything round here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much, yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins. Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crash. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks. Nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning? You pull the lever all the way up until nothing happens. Nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back. Wasn't there a sign of...